Hello everyone, happy 4th of July. Thanks for visiting my channel, Creating My Forever Home. My name is Kim. I'm going to be preparing some food. It's almost 1 p.m. actually. I'm saying good morning, but I'm just now starting my day. We were going to grill outside, but the weather is too cloudy. We're not going to take the chance. Sadly, I'm going to have to do it in the oven and heat up the house, but that's fine. We got to get the day going. Sadly, it's almost 1 p.m. and I have to turn the lights on in order to cook. That's how dark it is. They get real dark from like 10 seconds to the next. So you have to watch them vigilantly, whatever you do. Now I'm not ready for the next few. Usually I have them already done. So I'm pulling this oil off the flame. And I'm even going to turn it off for now. I'm going to make a few to have them ready for that process. Cleanup time. I'm going to put this stuff away. Save that little bit for my son. He can make a taco. We have soft tacos, tortilla, the street taco, the really little ones, like 4-inch. And he can have 1 or 2 of those when he comes home from work one day. In the meantime, I have 2 left cooking right now. There's a total of 10 in that package of the dough. And here they are. And I'm snacking on 1. Here I have a tray of legs. These legs I bought at Walmart. The reason why there are so many chicken legs is because we were supposed to have a visitor for a week or so come from New York, my best friend, and sadly she couldn't make the flight because her dad got ill. And but I had planned this to grill, and we're not grilling today, so it's going to go in the oven. I've already turned it on to preheat. I will roast these in there and then put barbecue sauce on them. So they do have seasoning on them now, but I want the meat to taste like something. I don't want it to just have the barbecue on the surface and not have any flavor inside. So that's what I did with that. The only other real plan that I made for the meal today was corn on the cob for 3. And luckily my son is home today. They changed his schedule to cover for someone tomorrow. No, to cover for someone on Tuesday. Anyway, doesn't matter. He's home today. I'm going to clean and boil this on the stove. And these potatoes are sprouting a little bit, but I'm going to go through them and make a small amount of potato salad. It's not my son's favorite thing to eat in the world, but it's one of mine. And as long as he eats it when it's freshly done and not refrigerated, he likes it. So I just Googled if you can microwave corn on the cob. And sure enough, it says simply put it husk and all on a plate and put it in the microwave for 4 minutes on high. I'm going to try it. And if it goes wrong, I still have 2 more. So wish me luck. All right, 4 minutes later, it smells amazing. The plate's really hot, but I used the wrong plate. Let's see. Is it going to be fully cooked? Oh, look at that steam. I don't know if you can see that on camera. It is steaming. I bet you it is. Look at that. Whoa. Okay. I don't think you can see the steam, but it is definitely steaming. So. Oh yeah, it's cooked through. I mean, look how easy the silk peeled off too. This is amazing. And it's so pliable. doing this with one hand is not smart, but I just want to show you. Okay, I'm going to use a knife to get that off, but oh, it smells so good, and most of the silk came off too. So never again will I boil fresh corn. I'm going to go on and do these and wrap them in foil so they can sit in the butter and salt and black pepper. Because these are tiny potatoes and I cut them up, they cooked really, really fast. So now they need to cool off. I always mix up my dressing first. That is mayonnaise with 3 hard-boiled eggs, salt and pepper. I haven't added anything else to it yet, except for some very finely diced onion, like that tiny piece, and very finely cut up. I finished the other 2 corn on the cob, so that's done. I can put that away. I'll leave that out for now. This will go away. I'm going to bag these up and roast them during the week, not today. So let me move this out of the way. So obviously this needs to cool off. I'm going to leave it here on the counter. I have a fan pointed straight at me, so this should help. I don't want to put it in the refrigerator and then it warm up my refrigerator on such a hot day, even though my milk has been freezing, but I don't want to take the chance. So that'll be there. I'm going to cut this up closer to mealtime, and I do want to roast this. This I would put in 15 minutes or so. This says it cooks in 10 or bakes in 10 minutes. So I can definitely put 2 small pans in the oven at the same time. Once I take the chicken out, this needs to go. I'm going to leave this here, believe it or not, so it can come closer to room temperature, because that's the way my son likes it. Crazy, I know. Okay, I'm going to clean up and then I'll see what I do next. This is a small tray, as you can tell, compared to that small pepper. So I am adding salt, pepper, garlic powder, and a drizzle of sesame oil. This is my favorite way to have broccoli, and this will be enough for us to have today. I don't like having leftover broccoli. Heating it up, it smells atrocious. So this will be a perfect serving. I can eat some when we sit down to eat, and I can eat some later and just get rid of the rest of it. The drumsticks have been in for 1 hour and 5 minutes, and I just took them out momentarily to get the liquid out. Instead of pouring it down my sink drain, I poured it into this pot that I used earlier to fry the empanadas. We call them pastelillos, but most people know them as empanadas. So this is the pot that I used, and so this I will throw out where I throw out my oil and so forth. I usually have an old container, like a mayonnaise jar or anything like that, that I use to put that stuff into, then throw into the garbage can. So I put another 10 minutes on. We're at 8:33 already, to crisp them up a little bit more before I put the barbecue sauce. And one of my favorite all times is the bullseye. I've tried so many different ones through the years, and there's a lot of good ones and there's a lot of bad ones. This one is my favorite. So this will go on the chicken. It will go back in probably another 20 with the sauce on. I have to keep an eye on it. At that point, I want to put in the broccoli and the biscuits. So once I get the chicken out, I'll make up the biscuits. I don't want them sitting out, obviously. So the potatoes, they don't look very appetizing, one, because they have the skin on them. So that takes away from the appearance. But I tasted it and it's delicious. I don't like the fact that it's room temperature, but I can live with it. It still tastes good. The second thing is that sprinkling on top used to be parsley, and it has turned brown instead of still being green, and I wish I would have noticed that before I sprinkled it on. So I'm almost afraid to taste this, because I will throw it in the garbage if it's fine. I looked at it up close to make sure there was nothing that didn't belong in there. It tastes fine. I just had wanted a little green touch, and it ended up not being green. Just my luck. So we have the corn and the potatoes. We have the chicken almost done. And the broccoli and the biscuits will be next. The biscuits also go in at 425, like I had the chicken. And now I'll put the broccoli in down here, and I'll keep an eye on them. They should be about 15 minutes. Fresh out of the oven. I keep stirring up this because the last time I made them, when I would do this, the herbs would stay at the bottom. That's better. I don't want to put too much butter.
16 sets of parents had been ushered into
Sorry.
a room by police but had no information about the welfare of their
A little more seasoning here.
sit and wait for news.
It's got almost no seasoning. That's okay. They'll be. I won't put anything on the cucumbers now. I'll wait till later. Fully cooked. Tastes delicious. Smells wonderful with the sesame oil. These unfortunately stuck to the parchment paper even though I sprayed it. That's okay. Not all the bottoms got lost, but everything else is still intact except for this one, and I ate what fell off. I've tried this. Tastes good. Doesn't look good. It tastes good. These look delicious, and I will be enjoying this for the next couple of days. The corn, I will take it out of the foil, heat it on my plate before I serve anything else. And those my son can enjoy for breakfast the next few days. He really loved them. Nothing here will go to waste, I'll tell you that much. So, yeah, this is our 4th of July meal. Since I finished cooking, I'm going to cool down in the room for a little while. Then I have to check with my son if he's going to go with me to the storage or not. If he doesn't, I'm going to hit the shower, eat, and relax. If he does, then I'm going to just have to wait around until he's good and ready. So this is what I'm watching right now, Star Wars in timeline order. I watched these yesterday, and this, so good. All of them are. And I'm up to this. So I'm going to watch Agent May and Boba Fett and Aquaman's dad and Boba Fett. So this is what I'm doing now until I find out what my son wants to do. Let's not forget the apple pie. I've been eating off of it the past couple of days, but it's 4th of July. You have to have apple pie. Then I made these guys. And that Captain Crunch cereal is so good. Each color has a different flavor. It's delicious. So I hope everyone had a great 4th of July. All I've done is cook today. I did eat just before I made the Rice Krispie treats, but it was a success. My son enjoyed the potato salad, everything else, and let me tell you, corn in the microwave, I will never boil corn again. So you guys take care of yourself, and I'll see you tomorrow.